Hey friends, it's time to begin the best damn meeting online with Polly, Drunken, and Snoot. It'd be great if they were on time. Hey dude, should we have some news? Copper Squad by Jacqueline. Come and join the Goose Fleet overlords and watch the AAA meeting.
Oh, yes! Hello, and welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's means ampersand, and it's Monday, my dudes! Which means your host is your least favourite drunken uncle. It's me, Drunken Uncle, and I'm joined as always by my colonial co-host and collaborator, my patriotic pal, it's Sinatra Says.
Yo.
What's good, brother?
Oh, not a whole lot. What's going on, man?
What do you mean not a whole lot's good? It's all bad.
I'm tired and cynical.
So, what's the word? Par for the course.
Yeah, it's Monday.
It is fucking Monday. It's not just Monday. It's fucking daylight savings Monday.
Yeah.
Good lord. And you know, 6 years working together, chat, and for the first time ever, Sinatra texts me on Sunday saying, oh, by the way, our clock's changed today.
Yeah, I remember this time, so I might as well let you know.
Matt, yeah, this time I did know, but then we still got confused as well. I texted him, I set the stream to go, I set the watch page, and I went to the pub for a cheeky Guinness, and I thought, all right, I better fucking text Sinatra, just make sure. I went, right, so I am starting an hour early, right? And he went, oh, I just assumed we were starting at your time. I'm like, fuck!
Well, because that was the thing, wasn't it? Did past tense start on your time for the past couple of years?
Well, that's because I never knew that it was daylight savings time, though. That was.
That's true. Yeah.
This is the first time I actually knew beforehand, and because of that, I woke up early, Sinatra, like too early. Stupid early.
Normal people times.
It was normal people times, but Monday is my day off of work. I don't want to wake up at normal people times on my day off. I want to sleep the sleep of the just. I want to be a sexy little starfish in my double bed.
Fair.
No, that's where the sex
can't
is.
Knock that.
Right? Fucking hell. I could never live with anyone else, man. I just can't. I don't bode well when I share a bed with someone else. I don't sleep well at all because I'm just like, fucking move. I want to lie in the center.
I'm a side sleeper, so it doesn't matter too much to me.
And the side sleeping when someone else is in the bed just seems like you're ignoring them.
That's fine.
Like, you know, I'll be in bed with a girl, and she sleeps on her side, and she's facing away from me. I'm like, have I pissed you off? Wait, why are you giving me the cold shoulder?
You're needy.
Like a good bit of dough. And speaking of dough, it's Polydub.
Hello.
Hey, dude.
So,
Right. Happy daylight savings. Have you saved much daylight today?
a full hour.
A full hour. You got to get a jar. You got to get as much daylight in it as possible because come winter, or rather next winter, you're gonna fucking need it. It's a bloody horrible day in the UK today. It is. The weather is exactly as you would expect. It is moist and miserable.
I thought
Is
we
it
were
snowy?
starting at UK daylight savings time today.
See, that's what I thought too.
That's what I was literally told.
But UK daylight savings doesn't happen until this Sunday.
No, and I can appreciate that. That's why I asked about it. And well, okay, fine.
No. I mean, no, you were right to have qualms with it, or as my uncle would say, quims, because this is the first time ever that actually I knew about daylight savings time before it happened. Normally, I wouldn't know.
Reread that message. I said it was up to him. I think he wants to start on his time because that's the only time we've ever done it. But then he said he will start on ours.
But yeah, that's the only time I've ever done it because I've never known about it until it was too late.
Yeah, it's the end of the message where it says he'll start on our time.
It's also the end of an era.
Okay, so
where...
yeah, I guess that's the ambiguity of text messaging. I asked.
What's ambiguous about that?
No.
Ambiguous.
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 No,
what
I'll
is
tell you what.
ambiguous about he
I
will
said,
start on
what
our
about
time?
today? And then what about for the rest of the week? And you said, I asked him, and he said he's going to start on his time, but he will start on ours. So it's like, oh, so for his day in the UK where everyone's Britain.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're everywhere. You know, actually, I mean, all of this could have been solved if you would download WhatsApp and you could have asked me yourself.
That's true.
Ah!
Or the Discord that you have to be on to do the show. You could have messaged me there.
Oh, on my phone? No, I don't have anything to do with the channel on my phone, because if my phone gets stolen, then everyone's got their hands on my innards.
What,
You know?
what are you doing where your phone could get stolen?
I go to the pub.
Well, you should stop that.
I will not. It's
Why don't you
my
just do what
only
Western
joy.
Australia does and abandon daylight savings time entirely. They just live out of sync with the rest of the world. Arizona too. There's weirdos
I mean,
out there.
they're used
Be
to that.
one of
I
them.
mean, they were already out of sync with the rest of the world, weren't they? It's just like, you know, when we have summer, they have winter. They're like the goth kid of the world. Just got to be different.
I like that. Like where we're at right now, it doesn't get dark at 7 p.m. That's where I want to be.
No, daylight savings time is a good thing. It's a great idea.
One of them is good.
Was a great idea. We have things like lights and indoors now where it doesn't matter as much.
Well, you didn't have indoors back then.
Not nearly as much as we do now.
The roof was invented and everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Joshua Montgomery says they call it British summertime, right? Yeah, ironically. Fucking, here's the thing. Like, I haven't really got a problem with daylight savings. I just wish that we had it happen at this. Like England and the US would do it at the same fucking time.
Well,
Yes.
don't you know the soil is 2 weeks different?
I did not know that.
Yeah, because it's bullshit, so it should be happening at the
Yeah,
same
well,
time.
it's
Yeah, I was
bullshit,
gonna
so I
say,
should
that-
know about it.
That sounds like me with Hein is the last one to laugh type shit. It sounds just enough to convince someone who's not really listening. You know, it's
Like, the soil is always 2 weeks late. We could do something with that.
no. I half believed him, Drunken. I did.
You have
well,
to-
sure, it's the soil because it comes from an agricultural time when these things mattered, and the soil's different over in the UK because it's full of peat,
Rain.
and loam, and whatnot, and rain,
Rain and
no snow.
the wistful melancholy of the people.
Bodies of genocides.
We're not big on the genocides over here.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, that's a good question. Why isn't it, wistful melancholy? That's a fair description. Why isn't UK pop music like full of like great emo tracks? Why is that shit gotta come out of Scottsdale, Arizona? What's your story? Explain yourself.
It's the weather, dude. It's the weather. You see, a lot of people can't actually see the sheet music in front of them because of all the fog, and of course the fog is made of the size of the peasants in the field.
So shouldn't your music be depressing?
Oh, it is.
I've heard the Beatles. It's not depressing.
Never heard of Ed Sheeran?
No.
He's ginger and ugly.
Okay, well,
Drunken,
okay, the
how did you
man
get-
is depressing. It doesn't mean his music is.
Life imitates art, man.
How did you get 316?
What, the Bible passage?
No, the stream number.
Because I was at 310 before, and I wasn't here on Monday last week.
Yeah, that was to be your 310.
That was to be
So we were-
310.
Yeah, we are at we ended at 312.
Polly, could you double check that for me? Because when it comes to either letters or numbers, I just don't believe Sinatra for some reason.
You are asking me about stream numbers? I'm the last trustworthy source on that. But I can't
have
check.
a degree.
And errors have been made.
Errors.
Last one I did was 314.
So it is 3:15 on Friday, 3:16 today.
But I was 310 Monday,
You shouldn't have been.
309 last Friday, 310 Monday.
3:10 was my
3:12
last Monday.
Friday.
What Greta isn't telling you. See, now you say out of sync. You're the Australia of the stream.
Hold on. Drunken uncle.
Excuse me.
Remember, when I do mine, like if somebody went off, like I just add 3 to the last one. I don't verify, which is probably about the worst thing that you say. Well, you got a degree. Yeah, I probably should have verified.
No,
that.
I think that is the simplest method. It's that you got a degree in YouTube engineering. Just add 3.
Sinatra's the doctor, not me. Ask him.
That's true.
You are a doctor.
He is. His Twitter says so, and nobody lies on the internet.
No, I am the very truthful person. Okay, hold on. We got my 300, Drunkle 301. So Polly should be 302. I am.
My time on
I
Sesame
am
Street.
302. That's right. Faster than you think. 302. There it is.
I prefer 303.
304.
Yeah, come on, that was a gun. Yeah.
Why did the British invent blues? I'm not going to let this go. What the hell?
Oh, I had 2 306. Oh.
You didn't invent Blue's
England.
Clues.
Where's that? Why isn't it morose old England?
It is. I think Jolly Old England is said like with a strong sense of irony.
Yep, no, that is me fucking up.
Yeah, well, there you go. It only took 2 people telling him and him fucking finding out for himself. But he did.
Yeah,
there was no respect there,
I
Polly.
don't trust what anybody says.
I can't respect that. It's in pattern with the rest of the doctors in America who are constantly committing malpractice. It's fine.
That's true, but it is called practice.
Yeah, it makes perfect. That's fair enough. I mean, how much malpractice has Jill Biden really been guilty of? Let's be honest here.
I mean, last Wednesday we were talking about wrong side surgeries, wrong limb surgeries, wrong people surgeries. Jesus Christ.
I don't like that they call it wrong site surgeries because it suggests that it's done at like the wrong hospital. Which, I mean, let's not rule that out either.
Well, that's not the doctor's fault. It's the ambulatory services.
Ambulatory. Wait, doesn't that mean
motion?
Oh, see, I was going to say like atmosphere, like ambience.
No, it means to move.
So, what does somatic mean?
Semitism.
What we're doing right now.
Oh, we're summiting right now. This is a summit.
No, I'm being a smart ass and pretending to say semantics.
Oh, are you? Oh. A rare change. YouTube Steve Day through $1.99 said, well, since we're talking numbers here, chat, fix the fucking ratio. Don't make me take the rest of your hours away with a bloody mace. Smash like or get smashed in the hourless face, dipshits. Steve Dave is going fucking hard as a motherfucker right there. How often do you get threatened with a mace outside of England?
How often does it happen inside of England?
Quite a lot, actually, because we're not allowed knives. But blunt weapons are different, as long as you've got a ball.
Are you talking about a mace? Oh.
Yo, did you think like a fucking bear gas?
Big canister. Yeah, because people still call pepper spray mace for some reason. I don't even know if you can buy mace, like tear gas mace.
I should imagine mace is like the brand name, is it? You know, kind of like
I think it is. I think it's like Taser. It's a brand name.
See, you went Taser, I went Jacuzzi. We've got very different cultures, haven't we?
And I'm okay with the difference. So when you mean mace, I know some people that they play a lot of D&D, I think is what's going on. And they know the name of every medieval weapon and such from, the Arthurian times of Jolly.
Yeah, from medieval times, some might say, yeah.
Yeah. Is that the one with the spikes or not?
Yes.
Thick ball spikes.
It's on a metal pole as opposed to a chain. I believe that's a flail. But then a mace is not necessarily spiked either. I think if it's spiked, it's known as a morning star.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
Oh yeah, Morning Star.
Which is also the name of the devil. What do you think of the morning star? It's just the sun, isn't it?
No, that's day moon.
Huh.
Ah, fighter of the night moon. So it's an Always Sunny quote. I've always got It's Always Sunny in my mind because I fall asleep watching it. I just have it on in the background because I live on a main road. My bedroom faces out onto the main road, so it drowns out the sound of the traffic. But it means that my mind is constantly getting bombarded with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I can't fucking help it. Sinatra, I started watching Westworld again the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, because did you know season 4 came out?
No, I lost interest after 3.
As did I, but I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna do it. So start off season 1. Let's fucking go. And it's most enjoyable. Season 1 was fucking excellent. I can't remember why I got onto that. Maybe it's because we mentioned Morning Star and the sun and weapons.
Let me ask you a question.
You can ask me a question, Larry David.
You are willing to exceed to be inclined to answer such a question?
I'll mull it over.
What about a mullet?
I'll mull it over. It means I will let it go through.
Oh, you mull it over.
The haircut of the gods.
Speak the kings. My God.
Oh my God, it is the kings again. Fuck.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
So why no Deadwood? Why have you never given that a chance?
Do you know, I never thought of it.
I highly recommend it for you, particularly.
Why for me particularly? You're saying that in an accusatory sense, and I feel attacked.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. That's just your sense of persecution coming out from the morose cloud moods, I guess. You'll dig the dialogue, the writing. That's why.
I'll dig it.
Well, you will enjoy
How
it
were the
thoroughly.
80s?
The 80s?
70s?
Yeah, I think 70s. Yeah. If you dig it? Yeah.
It was
70s.
when mining was popular, right?
Yeah.
The 1870s, yes. Deadwood, which takes place not too far from the 1870s, coincidentally. See, it all comes back around. It's important to remember that's Victorian times, right? It's
Lest we
dialogue, lest. You'll get a kick out of the writing and the dialogue, you above all people. It's complex. It's not an easy read, like for the actors to do, and they bring their fucking A game in a big way. It is the grittiest, nastiest fucking Western ever fucking made, to the point where you wonder how someone could do better. Like, it's like that level.
Is it a show or a film?
Yes. The answer is both. They did 3 seasons of it on it's an HBO series. They did.
Oh, HBO. Yeah, good shout. Good shout.
They did seasons 1, 2, and 3, and then the show ended unceremoniously and abruptly. At the same time, Rome. Did you ever watch seasons 1 and 2 of Rome on HBO?
I know of it, but then, not really into the Romans. I was there, man.
You were part of them, man. What
exactly. So it's just like, I don't want to do this again.
Yeah. Hadrian, though. Walls.
Yeah, he was very big on the architecture. I'll give him that. Didn't speak to his brother for 4 years, though.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
So you got to go Jewish with it there. Sure, he could build a nice wall, but he hasn't spoken to his father in 9 years. Dewey C threw $5. He says, Drunken is the master of karate and friendship for everyone. There you go. A fellow Always Sunny fan. Thank you, Dewey. And Alamo threw $1.99. A long time ago, long time ago, we had empires run by emperors. Then kingdoms run by kings. And now we have countries. Chat! This ratio is pure shit. Smash, like, and share. Dipshits, no. Fuckers! Well done, Alamo. Strong work, sir. Strong work. Thank you, Dewey C and Alamo. It's not that I've been avoiding Deadwood. And what was the one with Doc Holliday? Was that Tombstone?
Yeah.
Yeah. You mean just straight up movie?
The straight up movie, yeah.
Yeah. To answer your question, they did 3 seasons and then a feature movie, and like Jake Kate said it was boring, but loved the series. A lot of people felt that way because it was like. It was canceled unceremoniously with no warning. They thought they were going into season 4.
So it was a Netflix show, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Before Netflix was big and doing his thing, it's all of a sudden, new vice president in charge of production comes in, and it's like, you know what? I didn't create either of these things. Fuck them, you're canceled. I want stuff that I'm proud of. And then that was a shame. The end for these 2 awesome shows. But then they ended up getting the money together.
That seems to be...
Part of the course.
Yeah. When we have a second, Polly, I need to ask you something, because I don't think Drunken will know.
Well, I mean, hey.
Did you also want to hear about amphetamine inhalers in the 40s that I was reading about last night?
My God, what a coincidence.
No, but we could stick a pin in that and come back around. Did you see the
It
thing?
really
I sent
was. It's a fascinating tale. But go on. You have a question?
Did you see the thing I sent? Well, this is unrelated, but did you see the thing I sent you? The vampire hunting kit thing?
Oh, I remember that.
I did, and nobody was as impressed as I was. I shopped that picture around, basically. I sent it to a couple people, and it was like, oh, yeah, I already saw that, or...
If you're in a big argument with your girl, call
Be
her
a
by
man.
her mother's name.
Be a man.
Isn't that fucking cool?
I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
I recall we did bring that up on the AAA, didn't we, at one point?
Mm.
And it is, if
GPP.
I'm thinking of the same one, was it? If I'm thinking of the same thing, it's badass.
Yeah. My favorite part is that it's got the lower part of the kit that's like a full-on dueling pistol kit, like with the powder and the powder measures and the pistols and the whatnot. I'm like, okay, right, great, because sometimes you have to shoot a vampire. But then it's got the stake and the hammer with the crucifix on it. I mean, what more do you want?
I feel it's more of a
I want
mallet.
one of those.
But then that's also why we don't really have any vampires around anymore. It was a fucking effective kit.
Okay, we're getting way off topics. I have to put a pin in what I wanted to ask. I think that monsters and all those things truly existed. Vampires, Leshens, Wendigo. I think Wendigos still do exist, but I think all of those did exist. We just hunted them to such a point where they're so few and far between now. Because what kind of shit do you have to see to have multiple cultures come up with those things individually?
It's true. It is true. I mean, fucking every culture's got their own version of a fucking vampire, haven't they? Dragons are across cultures that never even fucking spoke to each other. They're in all their fucking histories and, well, I say mythologies, but then the difference between history and mythology is just how many people believe it, really.
Yeah.
That's my unpopular opinion about Bigfoot. I think there were big feet, but they got wiped out.
It was just feet.
But back to what I
pluralisms.
Big feats.
Yeah, big feet.
Big feet.
What is going on with the banks, Polly? Please tell me. When is the justifiable time to start looking sideways at shit?
You know what worries me about Silicon Valley bank failure? It's the second largest bank failure in American history. The only thing that comes close was the collapse of Enron. And I'm like, the bank of what now? That there are things and companies out there that, like AIG Insurance, everyone's heard of that. Like, too big to fail. Merrill Lynch, Deutsche Bank. These are things that everyone's heard of. All of a sudden, Silicon Valley Bank, that was a venture capital bank, failed, and it's the second largest failure in America. And the first question that everyone has is, what's that?
I was unaware.
As far as I know, they were a bigger bank, weren't they?
Yeah, fuck yeah, they were. Like
that was a bank's
fuck you
bank.
and fuck off big, which is crazy because who the fuck were they?
Yeah, they were. I think they were like a bank's bank. But I've been watching the stocks today. Every single fucking bank is down like 20%.
Yeah, they had $2 billion in assets. Like that's like banks lend out more money than they actually have because they expect to get more money in. The whole deal. You're a doctor, you get it. But but in actual real specie and real money that they had in assets, $2 fucking billion. And their fucking expenditures and debts and so on so far exceeded their assets that they went under. And it's okay. Credit unions are looking somewhat lustrous and shiny and attractive, aren't they?
A little bit, honestly. I just wanted to know what your take on it was because I don't remember too much about the collapse in 2008. I wasn't paying too much attention then, but
I remember.
Systemic
there,
risk.
I was there.
No one but economicists.
What
economists
said that word, and now everybody knows the term.
Were vampires still scared of crucifixes before Jesus?
probably not. I don't think that's
They
an
were scared
actual
of
thing.
menorahs.
Yeah.
What about
And then
Jewish
before
vampires?
that, Horus statues.
Horror stuff. You think there's like so before fucking you're a vampire on the other side of the world and then all of a sudden fucking Christ is crucified and you're like, my God, why are lowercase t's causing me to burn all of a sudden?
Yeah, see, that's a good question.
Well, most crucifixes are blessed, aren't they?
They often are, but it's more of like they're the undead, the unholy, the cursed ones to walk the earth because heaven won't have them. Hell's got them out on fucking.
They're in a state of purgatory. Yeah.
Well, not purgatory. Purgatory means you're literally you're on your way to heaven. You just ain't there yet.
Well, no, you could go either way, but they're in a state of purgatory.
Not at all.
They're a walking purgatory. You're not in heaven. You're in purgatory.
You're
in the
burning off
neutral zone.
stuff that you do every day.
Well, wasn't purgatory, at least according to Purgatorio, wasn't that a layer of hell?
According to Dante,
as imagined by Dante, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Divine Comedy. Not a big laugh. That book. Very few jokes.
Well, it's 3 books, but yeah.
Is it 3? I thought it was 2. You had Inferno and Paradise. What was the third one?
Yeah.
No, it's not the Divine Comedy. It's called the Divine Trilogy.
What was the
He's
third
not
one?
wrong.
There's Purgatorio.
No, but that Purgatorio. Oh, that Purgatorio is its own book.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, fuck. I've been missing out on a book. I never got to Paradise. Inferno's the fun one, isn't it?
It was Purgatorio, Paradiso, and...
Inferno.
Was it Inferno? Okay, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like, fucking...
You already said it.
It wasn't
Inferno, Purgatorio, Paradiso, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, Purgatorio, was that good or bad?
It was considered, at least to Dante, one of the circles of hell.
As a process, yes, as you're burning off your venial sins on your way to heaven, but you are not condemned.
Yeah, that was the waypoint, more or less.
Yeah.
You got to serve a little time here, then you're good to go.
Yeah. You're not you ain't ready for heaven yet because
it's like national service sort of thing.
And you looked at a whole bunch of porn, and you might have killed some Muslims during the Inquisition. Now, or the
Crusade, maybe
the Crusades and the attempt to free Jerusalem from the infidels. Yeah, I said it.
Well, knocking off some Muslims, that gets you a little bit of time off. Valine, before we get too far ahead of this, Steve Dave's going to find out that a mace isn't made by little tykes. He's going to find out that going medieval actually means if he keeps threatening a good time. Ooh.
Oh.
Valine, a little freak.
Well, speaking of that,
chat, they gave us the answer a little while ago. God damn it.
Magentio.
Yeah, Magento. Yeah, I unironically call him Magenta. There's a lot of. I've explained this before. Fucking a bicyclist instead of cyclist, and it's just things that have. I mean, Simonon or Sheminison. They just Polly. You know what I mean? They unironically worm their way into your common parlance.
Seleniman's fine.
Sherminison is it's just in there now. Like, that's the thing. And Seleniman, when I want to be a little spicy.
Hey!
Nice.
All right. Oh, it's going to be a good show. Come on, Thomas, through $3 for Ricky Spanish. He said, vampires are not afraid of menorahs. Why would they be afraid of their own culture? What is a menorah?
What is it, what?
Oh, right, it's a candle. It's a Jewish candlestick.
A menorah? Yeah.
No, candlestick holder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot of Jews in the UK.
No, wait. A Jewish candlestick. A candlestick holder would be... I mean, you're turning it into a game of Jenga at this point. Like, I mean, you got... The candlestick's the thing that holds candles, no? I mean,
no, that is the candle itself.
Yeah, those are just called candles.
The candles.
Yeah, exactly.
The candlestick is just... It's candlestick. It's a candle.
No.
What you're looking at here is...
candelabra?
It's a candelabrum, which is taller.
No, a candle... If I find out I'm wrong about this, I'm going to be disappointed that I.
Man,
No.
I can imagine.
Nope. Googled it. Candlesticks are the holders.
Haha.
Supporter of... Oh, fuck, you're right. Alright. Alright! I mean... Who just opened a bottle?
Let's look at Simon Wilkins with the quality question that just doesn't belong on Drunkel's chat. It's too bad.
Wait, who what? What? Who?
That if you gotta burn off time in purgatory, doesn't that cheapen Christ's sacrifice? And it's like, well, no one comes to Drunkel's channels for theology, despite how sharp the question was.
Well, that's the
no,
thing about...
Because you still... It was the original sin that he absolved everybody from, but you still have your shitty behavior to contend with.
There you go.
There
Spoken like a good Catholic. That's no, exactly. Yeah.
But there was also, like, if you didn't believe in Christ, then you had to do some more time in purgatory, which sucked, because if you lived before Christ, you were fucked. Which is why in Inferno...
That's not true.
Jesus
That's why
went
you don't want to be
through,
and
he
a
went...
Protestant.
No, because there was no... Because if you didn't believe in Jesus, being the Son of God, then you had added time in purgatory, which is why in Dante's Inferno, when Jesus did his little fucking thing through, because, he blasted through a couple of fucking walls and shit like that, because Jesus just being a fucking general badass, you know what I mean? He just held up his hands like,
Kool-Aid
look,
Man
someone's
is
already
way
shot
down.
me
I
through the
heard it.
hands. You got nothing
What do
on
you think
me.
he was up to during the 3 days in the tomb, man? He was busy.
Kicking ass, that's what he was doing, mate.
Push-ups, sit-ups.
And creatine.
Have you guys seen... Are you hip to Wendigoon?
Is that like that's the plural of Wendigo?
No, it's a channel.
Where they only show supernatural. No, I don't. What is Wendigoon?
He is, he's at least a libertarian. Massive channel, covers theology, stuff like this, a lot of conspiracy theory
shit,
stuff.
Now I'm up to date. Yeah, I was like, what is he talking about? Oh, yes, I know the channel you're talking about. Channel?
Easily one of my favorite channels. This dude blew up out of nowhere. He got over 1 million subs in like 6 months.
Nice.
But yeah, he did a 3-part series. I think it's like 6 hours on Dante and the Divine Trilogy that everyone should watch, especially you two. Because I love
6
those
hours,
long form fucking videos.
Quit promoting your Italian brethren's literary endeavors.
And he did a fucking great video on Waco too. People should check that one out. I just watched something on. I was telling you on Ruby Ridge like a week and a half ago, and I got all fucking twisted in knots over it again. Oh yeah, no. Every time I see anything about it, I go.
So
Janet
that's-
Reno and shit. You think I want to go through that again?
That's what you've been up to then, Polly. Fucking videos on Waco and amphetamine-based inhalants.
Yes.
God,
Why you gotta make it sound
shame
weird?
in my life. No, I just...
An Otter's schedule is his own business.
Yeah. Well, should we get into the news?
Sure.
It's
get
kind
into the
of based inhalers. We didn't. Fine. Wednesday. Tune in to find out how you could buy fucking speed over the counter in the 40s and 50s and
Look,
60s.
I'm
the
already
only
there.
reason I'm not jumping all over that is because I know us, and if we get into it, we will not have the news until like 6:45.
Fair enough.
What's that, in a half hour's time?
Yes.
Look, we can do it, and we'll just speed through the news.
Okay.
Well, let's do the news.
I mean, Sinatra was up for the amphetamine-based inhalant conversation.
Well, no, now it gives me a little bit of time to read into it so I can bring something more to the discussion than holy shit, are you serious?
So I'll still be watching that fucking Wendigoons video on the Divine Trilogy at that point.
You should.
It just seems so long. And I got Westworld I got Deadwood to watch. Right, let's get into the news.
Forego your It's Always Sunny for a little bit and just enjoy this dude, his videos are fantastic. Everyone should check him out, and a lot of people are hip to him, but you guys, especially Polly, would enjoy it. Because he just put up a video, I was watching it just before the show, the Battle of Paradise Regained. Are you familiar with that?
Paradise Lost, Paradise Regained, of course.
Yep, he did videos on both of those, and they are incredible.
You know, if you're a fan of
Paradise
that
Lost,
material,
Paradise
and
Won.
I will, now that you remind me, I actually opened a tab when you were first talking about it. I haven't checked that channel out in a while, and I'm like, I wonder why. Well, maybe it's because I'm subscribed, but I didn't click the bell. And you find out that actually matters when. Another little channel, creepy little book. Pete, who runs that channel and has for a while, and it's all that stuff. I had no idea that there was this entire set of. That was weird.
Subscribe.
It's like I stopped just for it. That was weird.
Subscribed with the bell on, and it never comes up.
Why did
I'll
they?
just unsubscribe.
Why even bring out the fucking bell? Like, that's the point of subscribing. Is that you
No,
shouldn't
I was
need
subscribed a
the
window ago.
bell.
I didn't even touch the bell. I don't know what happened. I think they unbelled me. Don't say you can't unring that bell. YouTube can.
They can, and they will. Corbin Thomas threw
And they
$3 for another Ricky Spanish. She says, according to Dante's works, if you were a person of virtue but also pagan, you go to limbo, hell's posh gated community. But if you were a heretic, you go to the sixth circle. And there you go. But then also fucking. I mean, oh yeah. If you were a pagan, then yeah, you're considered a heathen, I suppose, aren't you? As opposed to a heretic. But Jesus went through and he freed all the people that died before he was around because he went, well, that shit just ain't fair. And I said Dante actually managed to take a couple of shortcuts because it was bits where Jesus went through and just like fucking kicked open a couple of doors.
You're not wrong. I almost want to see like a Farzuzmi drawn stickman because we talk about Dante. Far is a fan of it because of how imaginative it is in its presentation. We got this whole fucking series of jokes that it's obviously written by an Italian because the order that the Italians put the deadly sins in, the ones they're most likely to commit are the ones that are like the most, the debauchery.
Lust is quite high at the top.
You know what I mean? Like the list is extremely Italian, and we came up with this. By the end of it, very anti-Italian rendering and understanding of the seven deadly sins.
And then
I want to see a far-drawn stickman version of Paradise Lost and of Dante's work, man. Absolutely.
Right at the bottom is where the devil fell through the heavens and ended up like trapped in the earth, and that's like the center of hell. And the circle just outside that one is
what do you think of the
pineapple on
rendition of
pizza.
The devil there? He's stuck in rock all the way up to his chest with his wings. He's not a dangerous creature. He's a sad, pathetic creature. That's an interesting rendering.
He's a big man, Polly. He's a big man.
Yeah. Monstrously huge, but they're not scared of him. His guide isn't scared of him. Dante isn't scared of him.
I feel like the Paradise Lost, Paradise Regained one is probably the most accurate if I was forced to pick. Like just manipulative, sneaky motherfucker.
Italian.
Hey, listen, we don't need to get racist.
It's not a race, is it? It's a disability. Let's have the news.
Surrounded by English and German Irish.
Before we move on.
German and Irish. Jesus Christ. You just love beer, don't you? Fuck.
Like Kraut McFriend.
exactly.
I assume.
Come on.
I have no idea if that's true or not. But
What did the Germans ever do that was bad? And the Irish? No troubles with them.
Hey, he's on fire.
Two quick things. As a final note, no, there are biblical references to the purgatory, but you have to leave in the deuterocanonical or so-called apocryphal texts. When you take those out of your Bible, you miss all sorts of references. But also, Carol Soldier, did Noir Bar get too spicy that we did on Friday? Is that why the stream's no longer up? No, I got hit. Okay, every stream I do gets hit with copyright claims, but nothing like Noir Bar from Friday. It was a multi-vector copyright attack.
what happened?
It was blocked in like
Zoopla.
5 countries.
Oh, was it
right.
from the fucking music we were playing?
It was it was, oh shit, what was the video we watched that got multi-country blocked? Not Guitar Lady, fucking
Oh, the one Far gave you, the dancing weird people.
Guitar or Qatar?
guitar. Like, you know, like the guitar that's keyboard.
Yeah, okay, yeah, not the not the country.
Yeah, Romania's greatest musical talent, the improvisational guitar lady. Tune into Noir Bar, everybody. But
You can't.
well, yeah, not Fridays. I mean, Sinatra's there, Far and Sam were there, but it just, like I said, I can't remember the fucking video we watched, but it got blocked in it was like a list of like 5 and 6 countries. One of them was Russia. I don't know why. Russia's a fucking intellectual property fucking Wild West. What the hell do they care?
Yeah, they're famously liberal country, aren't they?
Every time of Rasputin, the John Wick dono plays, it gets blocked in Russia, and I just don't give a shit.
Yeah, but we get why, you know.
Yeah, kind of a bad look for the country as a whole.
Oh, excuse me. Right. Did I see
that's
something?
curious. What video?
Thank you, Mike Savage. It was remind me, the Dream and Turtle one. Yeah, Turtle Dreams. That was the one.
The Turtle Dreams.
Let's be together.
I went to the store. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Turtles'
Yeah.
dreams.
Oh,
News.
Uncle, if it was only that melodic is what you were just doing.
Yeah, that was the weird dancing people.
Now I know what you're. Yeah. If you can call that dancing. Yeah, that was. Apparently, she's very litigious and protective of her art.
That is hands down one of the worst videos I have ever had the mispleasure of viewing. It has, I think I mentally blocked it out a little bit. Yeah, it's a bad one.
Someone somewhere heard weird dancing people and went, "That's racist," because we just live in that time. And speaking of time, it is time for the news. Let's see what we got,
How many
gentlemen.
more times can we distract you from the news?
It's not more distracting, is it? It's just you don't like to interrupt the flow if it's a good conversation about
Speed inhalers.
the Divine Trilogy and speed inhalers, yeah. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. If you will direct your attention over to the Discord and people of the chat, I got you back. Of course, what was last night other than Oscar night? And who won Best Actor? It was Zelensky.
Well deserved.
No, they
Brought his
denied
A
him.
game.
They didn't let him at the Oscars this year.
They did not this year. No, they did not. He got denied from the World Cup, denied from the Oscars. Oh, why won't you let him go out there and fucking ask Tom Hanks for some goddamn money? Do you remember when
Denied
Ben
by
Stiller?
Elon Musk and Kevin McCarthy.
Ben Stiller went to the fucking Ukraine. Do you remember that?
No, he did.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
I
like
mean, Sean Penn showed up, but
Sean-
Jesus,
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy shows up everywhere. Really, Stiller.
Stiller. Yeah, it's just it's prime virtue signaling territory, isn't it?
Yes, I am a current thing supporter as well.
Yeah. Oh, I stand with Ukraine. Yeah, brilliant. There's a
Must have been
fucking
really dangerous if Stiller was willing to show up, huh?
There's a fucking on the high street where I live. There's a sewing shop, and it's got a little sign in the window that says "We stand with Ukraine." And every time I walk into the pub, I giggle at it, just going like, "Oh, I bet the people of Ukraine are very happy knowing that a haberdashery in Derby stands with you. Fuck, I bet they feel safe now, don't they? Fucking brilliant." Did you guys see? I mean, the outfits, obviously, you know, the red carpet that is the Oscars. Did you see one of the worst fucking outfits ever? One of the I'm the main character outfits. Imagine sitting behind this bitch.
I would be so furious.
You would be pissed, right?
The
then
person
again,
sitting to her left, I would get me another seat.
The people
I'm
leaning
at
away.
the Oscars, so I'm probably already in a bad mood.
Well, like you've toiled away at your career for fucking decades, and you finally get recognised enough that you get invited to the Oscars, and you got to sit behind this fucking fried egg of a woman. And I'd be treating her like someone who puts their hair over the back of a seat on an airplane. I'd be sticking fucking chewing gum in there. Go ahead. No? In an alternate timeline, through $1, he said, "Welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's stands for the asshole who invented daylight savings time. And it's Monday, my dudes." I should have started that way. Thank you very much for the $1. Can you... The fucking audacity of this bitch, Polly.
You know, I thought beehive hairdos might be the most obnoxious thing to sit behind, but congratulations, you've outdone it. You
How
found.
Okay. How much does it just scream, I want to be noticed on television?
Attention me. Give me attention. Attention now.
Right? This is a black woman gave herself a white background, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but everybody thinks a bare woman on a bare shoulder on a woman is attractive. Yes, I mean, but this is extremes. One shoulder's bare, the other one has enough fabric for an entire other dress. I don't understand.
Fucking mushroom cloud of a person. You'd be fucking livid. Even sat next to her, because you got to lean away, and you know you can't just like fucking just push it down, like, bitch, get out of the way, because it costs like $10 million. You know, fuck it, and then you're gonna be the asshole.
Look at the dude that she's sitting with. He's leaning. I would. You naturally would. There's like a large white fog rolling in as far as your peripheral vision's concerned.
There should be rules. Be like, as they come in, you go, oh, you see, yeah, okay, was this a 5A? Oh, you're wearing that? Bitch, you sit at the back.
Yeah.
But then also, I mean, you can get away with falling asleep at the Oscars if you sat behind her. So, swings and roundabouts, I guess. It ain't all bad.
It's all fine seating. Remember the Seinfeld where Kramer was a seat filler?
Yes! Exactly! Exactly the one! It's, I actually... Since watching Seinfeld, I make an ungodly amount of Seinfeld references now, and I don't even realise I'm doing it. You know?
I only did it because you started talking about it. I'm like, oh my god, I can make all of these references with this stupid shit I remember. And
this briefcase is full of nachos. The best one ever. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Was the best one ever?
Oh yeah. I mean, from my point of view, obviously, but that's because I did a lot of extra work when I was starting out as an actor, and you know, you've got to mime, you know, people whisper and everything like that, and there was just so many people going, "These pretzels are making me thirsty," and I'm like, well, what is that? What is that? But then I watched the episode, fucking like 2 decades later. I'm like, oh my god, I've been missing out.
Sense now. Yeah. To me, the best line ever is when George was when he worked for the Yankees and was hosting the Houston Astros guys. So he's got the Texans in town, and they call everybody a bastard or a son of a bitch.
Oh,
so
yeah.
George leans into it. I'm somebody who's known to curse in places and around people I probably shouldn't be cussing around. And the best running joke ever. There's some great sons of bitches. And Jerry's like, sons of bitches? He goes, yeah, that's the way they talk. Everyone's a bastard or a son of a bitch. Perfect.
Oh, George is so happy.
Yeah,
I actually had a dream that I was in an episode of Seinfeld last night.
Were
Weirdo
you
Pixel
just imagining-
Seinfeld or 90s?
No, original
Your jokes
Seinfeld.
got laugh tracks.
Weirdly, yeah. I don't know what the fuck was going on in the background, man. But yeah, I was in an episode of Seinfeld, and it went swimmingly. Kathy Griffin wasn't in it, thankfully. I had a whale of a time.
Good dodge.
Yeah. Oh, it was
Did you-
very close.
Sin, did you ever see or hear or watch any of the clips from the Seinfeld episode that they started filming and then said, nah, this is too saucy, we're not going to do this on guns?
No.
Yeah, they go to a gun. Jerry's apartment gets robbed, I think was the inciting incident, to use some literary language. Drunken, that was for you, buddy. And so they go to a gun store to get for Jerry to select which shooting iron he wants to get. And they're cracking all these jokes that apparently they suddenly on set only realized that people aren't going to like us for this. Elaine does the finger point with a gun and says, all right, Jerry, how do you want it? McKinley or Kennedy?
Oh, yeah, no, all right, that's pretty spicy.
Yeah, there's a little.
Not too soon? Is that what's going on?
Even for Elaine, that's still pretty spicy. Do you know, actually, right, last Seinfeld speak abouty, but I was in a restaurant with my mother on a Thursday, and a song started playing, and I'm going, where do I know that? Oh my god. Do you know what the song was, Polly? My baby takes the morning train.
I I had never heard that song, but it was so delightful watching George going to work in the morning, or Kramer, because they did it for both of them.
They did, yeah.
Remember when George was faking the fucking the need for the cane?
Yes.
And he had the job, and they found out he was faking it, but they couldn't fire him, so he just kept going into work under complete embarrassment and didn't care.
Boarded up his fucking office, so he ended up coming in through the fucking window or some shit, like air vent or whatever.
See, this 90% of chat is how I feel when you guys start talking about Game of Thrones. Like, what the fuck, guys? Shut up! I've never seen the show. You know, it's.
Speaking of Game of Thrones,
Watch it till season 7.
and then just stop.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah, Ed
don't watch
Sheeran's in
season
it.
8. Don't watch
I'm
season
not even
8.
opposed to watching Game of Thrones. It's not one of those shows that's been mentioned too much to the point where it's just out of pure spiteful obstinacy I refuse to, like The Wire.
What's wrong
I've been
with
recommended
Wire?
The Wire too much. I can't do it. Not going to do it.
I've never seen it.
It's good.
And that's what people keep telling me, Drunkle. Too many people to the point where I've become spiteful.
Gotta keep the devil way down in the hole.
It's a great show.
Anyone
Anyone who's seen it knows that was spot on, by the way.
Mandalorians too.
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten around to it.
The mandolin.
Yeah, I think people will have fun listening to me go, oh my god, I just watched episode 3 of fucking Game of Thrones. It was fucking sick. And they're like, what? Yeah, season 1, man. It was. You're just watching that now? Yeah. I have a friend of mine who's just going through Sopranos right now, Sin. And it's like, I didn't understand.
The first time.
First time.
Jealous.
Yeah. And
That's
it's
cool.
when and
up
just
this
got
morning,
through last week the episode where Christopher got made. And it's like, I didn't think he was ever going to get fucking made. What a weird way to then it turns out to be like this dark thing for him. There's no excitement in it for him because it's like a curse.
Dude, that first watch through was magical.
Yeah, but I have not said a word. He doesn't listen to the show, so he doesn't have to hear this, but he's got season 6 coming. You know, when it gets really dark and depressing, and even James Gandolfini didn't want to do it anymore because of the direction the scripts were going. It's like, oof. Well, enjoy the ride while you can.
And it's like, nobody's going to watch it, but whenever I hear somebody's watching Banshee for the first time, I'm like, oh, you lucky prick.
Oh, mate. See, Anthony Starr, he's just such a good bastard, isn't he?
Banshee is a fantastic drama crime show. You just need to watch it.
He's good. He's very good. Right, back to the news then. Look at this bitch. Right, let's move on now. Obviously, we're in winter right now, except for Australia's got to be different. They're in summer. But it's still not the worst weather you can get, because in China it's been raining worms. It's not good. They looked to the government and they said, government, what are you going to do about it? And they went, just use an umbrella.
It's also raining. Do you have the thing about the feathers?
No.
It's apparently raining feathers in some parts of Pennsylvania.
Are those lightning strikes just exploding geese high up?
Yeah, well, normally it's like you have like a hurricane or something would, have gone past a poultry farm. And because there's like, raining fish. That's normally down to a hurricane, or the time it rained frogs. No, hang on, that was the Bible, wasn't it?
I was about to say, yeah. I was going to make a Bible reference. Well, it is China, heathens and all. When should we expect? Well, wait a minute. Raining worms, that's not, well.
Hallelujah. It's fucking up your car. Look, you're going to get an insurance claim on that. I'm pretty sure they're going to put it down as an act of God, and you're not going to get a payout right there. But you just carry an umbrella.
Taking credit for all of this, by the way, just so you know.
Of course he is. Of course.
Big Joe says it wouldn't be so bad if it was raining gummy worms. Or feathers.
I'd be out there with a bucket.
At least, you're out there and fucking the feather lands on you. You're like, oh. You're out there and a worm lands on you. You're like, no one wants a worm in their hair.
Or a worm of their slurp.
If we're not talking like big ass intestinal tapeworms or that penis vagina worm thing from Prometheus, or we're just talking like small earthworms, there are far worse things that we have done stories on fall from the sky. Let's be honest. There's been snakes falling from the sky. There's been fucking frogs.
Airplanes.
Chinese balloons.
Oh my god! Right, so fucking there's a game called Kerbal Space Program, right? And it's fucking brilliant. NASA actually hailed it as the closest thing to, the maths behind real space travel because it's fucking excellent. But you got to make your own rockets. You get your thrusters, you get your fuel, you got to work out your delta V, your fucking weight and shit like that. It is an in-depth game, but also your astronaut's a little green dude, so it's cute as well. But I just for some reason I went on the workshop for it on Steam, where people show off the rockets they made, and someone made a Chinese spy balloon.
Shit, of course they did.
Fucking brilliant. And then of course there's people going, "This is racist." So, I mean, no amount of Chinese weather balloons was going to tell us that you were due for the heavy nimbus of worms. Let's move on. School board member jokes blue eyes are an important hiring quality, Angers, Kansas district. Sinatra, I'm sure you must have heard about this. This is going to be right up your street. Guess not.
Right up your stream.
Right up your stream. Oh, no, that's like that fish that if you pee in the river, it swims up your crank. I don't want
to fish, but yeah.
I don't talk about the barbed penis swimmer.
The barbed penis swimmer.
Oh, I don't know what
call
it is. Like, it's not a fish technically, isn't it? Some sort of.
It's a fucking slug.
It's the devil. It's proof the devil exists.
Yeah, it's parasitical proof you need Christ.
Pray the slug away. So they were looking for him.
You know what I forgot to mention?
Go on.
I made a donation that it was to target Sinatra and all of his ethnic brethren.
Oh.
Italians?
That's right. Well, they had it coming.
Yeah.
I realized I didn't have... The Italians and the Irish have it coming, let's face it.
Yeah.
And so I decided to make some donations that targeted the Italians and the Irish.
I'd like to add the French to that.
I've already got Dijon.
That's true,
yeah. $9.75.
The monkeys.
Engineer says Kerbal Space 2 is out. I did see, yeah, but it's like £45 at the moment. There's and it's still early access, so I'm as much as I would like to play it, not right now.
As a way to fire back, I do have a fair bit of otter donation, so I can't really say anything.
But you know what gave me the idea? Is Drunken. Do you realize how many of your donations end with a waving American flag? And I'm like, I have no regrets. But I stopped and thought about it. I'm like, a fucking number of them.
A fair few, yeah. Just as many that end with laser eyes.
I no regrets again. When Nick Ricade is blasting people with the laser eyes, I'm all for it. But then,
Superman was American, enough
patriotic things. There's a whole bunch of people that deserve to be lambasted. And as much as I love Italian cooking, that $9.75, yeah, it's I made it with you in mind, Sinatra. Next,
you heard it here. $9.75. Streamlabs.com/polydub live. So this they were hiring a new superintendent. And while everyone was sat around, and they said, "So what qualities are we looking for?" One person went, "Blue eyes," and everyone went, But then the keynotes came out, and they went, "That's racist." And I went, "Well, no, come on!" I was joking. Everyone laughed. It was a long day. It was a very serious conversation. I just kind of lightened the mood, and it did. So no one in the room was actually offended by that. It was people got offended after the fact by seeing it written down on paper, and they ended up firing her.
God damn.
Fired?
Yeah. It doesn't say it in this article, but I read this article, an article the other day, and there was a follow-up to it as well. So yeah, it was after the article came out. Like, it was only once it hit the news that then, I guess, the school board had to be seen to be doing something. So it's not actually the people who complained who were to blame here, but it was actually the media who were to blame for this woman losing her job.
That's shocking.
Had they not done the article,
you'll have Valine talk about like Michael Fassbender and his pretty blue eyes. She'll say that, right? Like that's along those lines. It was a joke.
No jokes allowed.
No joke.
I get. What? I was in the hiring meeting because they dragged grad students into it just to say that there was grad student involvement. You don't ever say anything.
You're not allowed to talk, but you're there.
Exactly. Oh, they've checked the box. Yeah. It's like, oh, we consulted the grad students, meaning they were told to be there. And yeah, during the job hiring meetings. Anyway, yeah, the then head of the department actually ran down a list of their preferable qualities. And they said somebody who does international political economy, like IPE, somebody who has a background in such and such, so they're going to teach this class. It'd be really good if we could get a woman. And then just kept going down. And I'm like, you actually said that out loud and no one blinked.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like, fucking, there's much higher positions where that's happened. When fucking Biden running for president, they said, and who are you going to pick for your VP? He goes, well, we haven't decided yet, but we know it's going to be a woman of colour. So, like, even before you've picked anyone, let alone on their merits, you've already picked them on their gender and skin colour. But saying, oh, blue eyes, as a joke, is crossing the line.
These guys with blue eyes are cute. So what? Like,
Hey man, I've got pearly blues. It's all right.
I often get complimented on my eyes. It's people right up in my face. I have very blue eyes. Very blue indeed.
I don't.
Would have loved me. Oh, you don't?
I have very, very dark eyes.
You said pearly blues as well. That fucking confused me.
It's like mahogany.
Mahogany?
They're
mahogany?
Reddish brown?
No,
Nice.
Dark eyes.
Pinocchio was Italian, wasn't he?
Jesus.
I've never thought about that.
What is
but
this
yeah.
anti-Italian sentiment tonight? Jeez. Like I get it from the Brit because we're just superior in every way, but I'm not. I don't need to take shit from a Mick Kraut.
Well, hold on there, Tom Hagen. No, that was Waltz who said that.
McCrout.
Yeah.
With the new burger coming to McDonald's.
That was
So you're not related to Frank.
Lines in all of Godfather. That was fantastic. It was like, and I don't care how many Dago Guinea Goombas come out of the woodwork. I'm German Irish. Well, let me tell you something, my Kraut
McFriend. Oh, I dropped that line on Shelly because she is half German, half Irish, and I drop that line on her all the time, and she just looks at me because she's never seen The Godfather.
Dude, the amount of times I shout, now clean it up, you spoiled guinea brat. There's a thing, right? In pubs in the UK, if someone working behind the bar drops a glass, everyone goes, way! Right? Always happens, no matter what time of day. There's probably some wanker out who goes, sack the juggler. No one likes that one. But everyone goes, way! And then you can hear me, no matter where in England you are, shouting out, now clean it up, you spoiled guinea brat! Only a couple of people understand it, and a lot of people give me the dark eyes, and they go, oh, your eyes are very blue. Right, let's move on. Berlin to allow women to go topless in public swimming pools. We're just gonna buy myself a ticket to Berlin real quick there.
Yeah, considering some of the stuff that's happened, there's no way that can go wrong.
Oh, see, there you go, Sin. That right there.
Yeah.
It's like you knew where I was going with it.
Wrong.
You remember the old hashtag free the nipple campaign and everything, you know? And yeah, well, why can't women go topless? I mean, look, you can. It's just you don't want to. But a woman should be able to walk naked down the road without fear of getting raped. Yeah, she should. But she can't.
You know, that I've never seen anybody arguing against this, by the way.
No, but the thing is, like, as men, if we argue in favour of it, we don't get labelled as pro-woman. We get labelled as fucking perverts.
Yeah, you gotta give and take.
It's always a double-edged sword with this shit, which, I mean, is, as we just know it, is just a sword. But it's like, you can't... Obviously, I'm in
some
support of
single-edged
it.
swords. Scimitars, katanas. At least a couple others, probably.
But
I don't
then,
think
like...
the phrase double-edged sword is meant to criticize them.
What, swords? Double-edged sword isn't
I
meant to
lost the
criticize.
plot.
We go off on some strange tangents on this show. Don't
You
we?
know what happened? My ear itched. I pulled my headphones off for like 1.5 seconds just to scratch my ear and then put them back on, and I had lost the plot. That's how fast it moves. It just...
Do either of you guys use a monitor where you can hear yourself through the headphones?
I have done it to make sure that I was coming through okay, but I don't. Not when I'm streaming. I don't listen
have
to
done
this
that, and I
show.
find it
Fucking hell.
disturbing.
Mine is just always on now. I prefer it.
Of course, he loves the
I
sound
find
of his
listening
own
to my
voice.
irksome.
I mean, I was always. No one likes the sound of their own voice except for Sinatra.
Well, I
but-
do it through my interface, not the computer, so there's no delay on it. It's instant.
When it comes to, when I first started making videos, I really had to get over the fact that I don't like the sound of my own voice. Because you can't edit it and cringe at the same time.
Drunken, do you see how he just self-snitched? It's instantaneous. That's why he thinks he's always saying his name first in every fucking game.
Oh my god, you're right! 1 point to Polly.
I don't hear it back like I'm talking to myself. I hear it as if I am speaking normally.
There's nothing
Did
normal
you ever see
about
that fucking game that was nothing but a set of headphones that broadcasted your own fucking voice back to you on like a 2 or 3 second delay to screw you up
Yeah,
in the front?
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But I'd be fine with it because I used to when we were doing when I was studying acting, it was a fucking presenting done at the same time. We would just talk the fucking switch off and just read the script on autopilot because you'd put in the earpiece and you could hear everyone in the gallery, the producers and shit, and they're all communicating, and you just had to ignore them unless they said your name. And then you had to listen. And mate, Polly, this exercise was fucking horrible because like at the end of it on the script you had like a phone number.
Hell yes, we're gonna take your AR-15,
Oh, drop
your
it.
AK-47.
Welcome to the rice field, mother.
Drop it.
Hey, there's that chain gun fucking thing.
The chain gun fucking thing.
The chain gun 50 cal. Akira for the 2386. No comment. Thank you so much, Akira. Much appreciated.
Nice. That is a good notification.
Shut up! Be quiet!
Always when Drunkle's talking.
Polly got one on Friday. No, you got one
That's
on
true.
Friday.
I did. Well, if Italy was so oh boy, if Italy was so superior, why did the Italians struggle and fail 2 world wars, huh? Because they were fair weather allies. Also, Mick Kraut would be Scottish. O Kraut would be proper Irish German. Mr. We was Romans. God damn. Jesus Christ. That is brutal.
Oh, man.
That's got to be at least $10 worth of scathing comment, right there. Yeah, so so you'd have the earpiece in and they'd all be chatting away and you just had to fucking go off on one. So when it comes to shit happening in your ear and still talking, I think I've got that skill down. It's just I don't know what I'm saying. Like fucking Ron Burgundy, you know? Like, go fuck yourself, America. Anyway, tits in Berlin. It's good. No foul play! Suspected in death of Georgia businessman whose body was found wrapped in a rug.
Oh, okay. I mean, this is like the story we did a couple of weeks ago with the guy tied to a tree.
Yeah. He obviously killed himself and then just rolled himself up in a rug. There's nothing to see here. How fucking mafia is that?
I always think, what Rube Goldberg machine would it take to off yourself and then wrap you in a rug?
I'm trying to think of a way you could self-yeet and fall in such a way to... Yeah, you need a Rube Goldberg machine. It's not... I don't...
You have to do it on a staircase with some... there has to be Velcro somewhere.
You'd have to have a couple of test runs as well.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
you gotta roll a fucking rug with a body at the bottom of the stairs. Someone's gonna notice pretty quick.
Just is awfully... I have the suspicion. Polly. The suspicious.
You are the suspicious?
I am the suspicious. I'm thinking, no foul play. Yeah, someone's on the payroll right here because this is
I
actually
sense a good Samaritan here. Somebody comes along, sees someone who's self-yeeted, sees a tragedy in it, decides to roll them up in a rug.
Preserve any evidence. And there was just a rug lying around it. You've seen the price of rugs?
Yeah, that won't add any fibers. It'll be fine.
It was an IKEA rug. It was cheap. Don't worry about it. It was fine. I kept the receipt. I'll get it back on expenses. No foul play. Someone's on the payroll here because this is actually more mafia than the actual fucking mafia, isn't it? Like, this is...
things like this. Are unexplained circumstances no longer a thing the MEs, the medical examiners, are allowed to write on fucking forms? Like, the police just can't say unknown circumstances?
Suspicious?
Yeah, suspicious circumstances. Good call, yeah. It's like, no, we have to come up with something.
Unusual? Anything?
But check this out. You want suspicious?
Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most infamous man-made disasters. Number 1.
The 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, the one that guaranteed women the right to vote, was ratified in 1920.
I do love that one. Polly isn't wrong and preemptively tells me to shut up when he mentions Michael Fassbender, a.k.a. Hot Magneto. What? What's the old guy's name?
Patrick Stewart?
No, he was Professor X.
What other old man are you talking about?
Magento.
Old Magneto.
Ian McKellen.
Oh, Ian McKellen doesn't tickle your taint there, Valine? Also, Chris Pine when it comes to gorgeous blue eyes. I'm surprised nobody mentioned creepy doll-eyed guy or Cillian Murphy.
Because he's
Peaky
not
Blinder.
Pretty. He's creepy. You just said it.
Thank you, Valine. Appreciate it.
I mean, look, you want to talk creepy, right? So this guy, right? Okay, went to a college basketball game, and then a pub, right? How much does that sound like me? His name, Millard.
Huh? What were you doing?
No, it's all right because this guy's got a wife.
You dead?
So it's just no. He's got a wife. It's fine. It's definitely not me. I can't even share a bed.
You have a wife.
No, I mean, me and Polly have been, kind of circling around each other.
No, I'm talking about Kim Prawn.
That's not my wife. She's all old.
I mean, it's the daughter's your wife then. One of the Prawns are married to you.
Wait, I thought Kim Prawn was the daughter.
No, she's the mother. She feeds me so. Matt, honestly, I've had so much Chinese food last week. I'm worse than the fucking Asian section on fucking Pornhub. The amount of Chinese I've eaten, it's been fucking insane. She's feeding me up, but she found out that I don't have a car, so I'm not really eligible to marry her daughter anymore.
I want better analogies from you in the future. I expect more.
You expect more?
I do.
Well, sort your fucking daylight savings out. It's an hour early. I'm yet to peak.
That's true.
When all else fails, go irrelevant. I hear you.
So yeah, I'm dead. I'm wrapped up in a rug, and I've never been happier. Let's move on. Sunny Delight's bringing out a vodka.
I have them slated for a speakeasy video. My side recorder helper gnome can't this week, and Miss Sin can't, so I don't know when I'm going to be able to record. But I have all the Monster energy drinks, the vodka monsters. I cannot wait to try those.
Ugh. Can't even stand the smell of Monster.
But there's no caffeine in them.
No, it's so much sugar. All I can smell is just a fuck ton of sugar.
Yeah, I think Four Locos are in there for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm experimenting around with these no sugar ones, and I'm doing the NOS right now.
How are you liking that? I wasn't a fan of NOS.
Very different over here.
I was not a fan
never even
of
thought
NOS.
about that. Yeah, is orange. It tastes like really. You know when you really can taste the artificial sweetener?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It tastes like you licked a battery, like a 9-volt battery when you were a kid, when you shouldn't have done.
Oh, I remember doing that.
I've never done that.
You've never done that? Depraved childhood. Go and do it
Somebody
now.
told me it shocked you. I'm like, well, I don't need to do it now. Thank you.
It doesn't.
I'm
It
good.
just tingles, and then you're like, ugh.
Shocked.
And then you
It
immediately
It
do it
leaves you
again.
with a funky, weird taste.
Yeah, no, your guys
that's
not
what it reminds
inciting
me
me
of.
to do it.
Imagine an orange-flavored 9-volt battery Drunkle. That's what this tastes like.
I mean, that's the thing we were missing when we were kids. Flavoured batteries. Well, I mean, the flavour was copper, I suppose. A Divine Petulance says, we're in a polyamorous relationship. Way! Let's move on.
But you're doing-
McKellen is gay?
You're trying to do all these energy drinks, but still not trying the ghost?
No. It's on the list. I see it there.
Back in a second.
I'm moving leftward in the refrigerated cabinet at 7-Eleven.
What flavors do they have? Well, you're not there.
I don't know. I
Send
haven't
me a
picked
picture
pan up
next
yet.
time.
All right, I will. Yeah, I will. I mean, they've got Coke and Pepsi have been like relegated down to like half of one door. You know what I mean? Where the energy drinks take up 3.
Yeah, there's just
And I'm not
so
even
many
complaining.
different-
I'm okay with that. Like, yeah,
there's so many
high
different
caffeine
energy
taurine,
drinks.
man. But seriously, Ian McKellen's gay?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Literally
Valeen's
no
calling
clue.
him gay in chat. So I was like, oh.
I don't concern myself with the sexuality of these people.
Well, she was, I think, justifying her lack of attractiveness.
You can be attracted to a gay person.
Yeah, there's a couple of women that it's happened. Like when I found out that some actress or celebrity was gay, and I was like, oh, my chance is ruined. Because in your mind, you think you somehow do. You know.
Oh yeah, I used to
Saying
have
Wizard
a...
said he's been gay. I didn't assume it happened overnight.
Yeah, no, he's a massive gayer.
I honestly didn't know that. I've never looked into the man's personal life or brought him up on Wikipedia for that matter. But yeah.
Oh, Patrick
By
Stewart is not
brain
gay.
energy.
He still remains the epitome of heterosexuality. Although I did see Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, both of the Royal Shakespeare Company, play the couples game, which is quite
I
cool.
can't believe this. This is your liberty. This is your liberty. They've mugged us off, ain't they? We've been mugged off by the Klingons.
They've mugged us right
They've
off.
mugged us
You're gonna
right
have that,
off. You're
Jim.
gonna have...
Akira?
Finally got 4 days off in a row.
Nice.
First day off, my shoulder decided to dislocate itself, so I promptly relocated it. Now I am the grumpy.
Now I am the grump. I promptly relocated it. Jesus Christ! You manly man, Akira. Also throwing out a manly 1966 to streamlabs.com/drunken uncle. Thank you very much, dude. I hope your shoulder's okay. I had a friend who his shoulder kept dislocating. He did it. We were at a gig. We were there for 5 minutes, and his shoulder got dislocated. We had to go to the hospital, but the owner of the place was good enough to give us free tickets to the gig of our choice afterwards. So that was a fun night.
That happens to my brother. His he was wounded in the army, and his shoulder and pinky just will randomly dislocate.
Yeah, that happened to my
it's to
friend.
the point now where he just doesn't go to the hospital. He just goes, all right, pull on my shoulder, pull on my pinky, and it just pops back in.
Pop it back in.
I would never.
My mate
Man
had to
sticks
get
his finger out at me and says, "Pull my finger." I'm fuck.
pull my arm. Oh, it's gonna be a big one. He had to
Grandpa,
have-
old uncle at Thanksgiving joke, man. I ain't fall for that shit.
Or a 29-year-old Matthew.
You know, one or the other. Yeah.
He had
John
to have,
Troxel is a try rain energy drink. I have. They're sugarless ones. Good stuff. Have you seen those cans?
No.
They go with like,
I'm
a
all about the
Spartan
cans.
the Spartan war helmet. That's good marketing.
Oh wait, maybe I have rain.
Look at those cans.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen these.
Yeah, like not like rain, like RAIN, but like reign over your enemies and have their women scream their lamentations, or however the saying goes.
Our energy drink will block out the sun. Then we
Yeah.
will tweak in the shade. My friend had to have surgery to sort his shoulder out because he actually dislocated it getting into a car. Like, it just got fucking stupid. So he had like a vaginal retightening, but on his shoulder. So well done, Akira, mate. That's some pretty badass shit. Let's move
You
on.
know what? Real quick, Plague Doctor Zach brings up one of the hardest things for me to fucking get over when it comes to, it's like, okay, you have actors that are into some like, oh, intersectional feminist thought. Like, okay, yeah, it's obnoxious and so on and so forth. But nothing pains me as much as when an actor I like starts talking a bunch of pinko shit. And Patrick Stewart, yeah, he's kind of a fucking pinko, man.
Yeah.
Ah, man. It was Dinklage for me.
What did he
Peter
talk?
Dinklage. Tyrion Lannister, excellent fucking performance as the midget in Game of Thrones because he's actually 6'7", so it's very difficult to play a midget. A couple of years ago,
perspective and all the interviews, it was just such a lie.
He Elijah Wooded himself. He fucking he went down the race route of going like, oh yeah, people didn't like season 8 because they were expecting all the white people to ride off into the sunset. It was just fucking disappointing, mate. Because the guy is a fucking powerhouse of an actor.
Okay, so powerhouse of an actor, right? Robert Redford.
Oh yeah,
huge fucking commie pinko, that guy.
I mean, red is in his name. You should have known.
I know, but he's
shoulder Kikle.
I mean,
shoulder
Kikle. I haven't seen it in like 2 years, so I watched Captain America: The Winter Soldier. That's why I clipped that new fucking donation together of the elevator fight because it was just so epic. And every time Robert Redford's on screen, I'm like, he's just acting circles around everyone. Chris Evans is an incredible fucking actor. Samuel L. Jackson's an incredible actor. And both of them look like they're standing still doing nothing. Redford's talking.
Yeah.
And it pains my soul to realize that guy's a huge fucking commie. A millionaire commie.
They're all of them are rich. All of them.
Hollywood's red as fuck, man.
Yes, you don't see any poor communists.
Well, not anymore. They're all dead.
The only poor communists are fucking people living on farms getting avian flu from their birds in China.
Yeah.
And they're not really communists. They're just told that they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're statists.
So, Ian McKellen gay, Robert Redford,
and
Tanky.
Adult Sunny D.
Adult Sunny D. I did have a...
After this, I would try this 100%.
Oh, you give it a go, wouldn't you? It's just something to like with vodka. It's about fucking time. I mean, it saves me from adding the vodka myself. Even then, it still won't be enough. I had a thing for Ellen Page in my youth. When she had boobies.
Oh, yeah, who didn't? She was cute.
She was.
She absolutely was. I remember the cover of that magazine when I was standing there in line at 7-Eleven, and it said, on Love and Life and Love and Ladies. And I was like, no. Like my chance was shot or something.
Yeah, of course. Oh, no. I'll have to find someone else now.
Yeah, there was the... Yeah, fuck it. I'll say it. Let me see if I get it straight. You went from lesbian to non-binary to, like, we all know the progression, but born that way, huh?
So, what you're saying is...
Progression track, to exit with high velocity is Elliot? What the fuck?
So what you were saying, Ellen, was you were never a lesbian because you were always a man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotta pull those magazines back.
Yeah. I did a video ages ago. It was fucking Caitlyn Jenner, and they were going like, no, it's never been Bruce Jenner. It's always been Caitlyn Jenner because when someone they transition, they've always been that gender. I'm like, well, looks like Bruce is gonna have to give his fucking medals back then for the men's categories in the Olympics.
Well, the bonus is that Elliot Page doesn't have to go to Berlin to be topless at swimming pools anymore.
Interesting. I mean, that's the whole thing, isn't it? It just proves that it's not about the nipple. #free the nipple was bullshit, wasn't it? Because Elliot Page can show their nips. What's the difference? It's the mammary fat which isn't allowed out in public, Polly.
Yeah. Good point.
That's what's... Yeah. See, we're solving issues right here. And we're not even fucking halfway through the news, so we got to move on. Execution of Texas death row inmate who cut out his own eyes, delayed after concerns about his mental state. Now, this might just be me, but when you're going to execute someone, is their mental state really... Do you go like, no, we can't kill him because he's ill?
And you don't know. Maybe he saw fucking Ellen Page without a shirt on.
Maybe.
It's not...
it's like fucking what's his name in fucking Event Horizon. It's just
right. Yeah, he just couldn't stand what he saw, and like that was it. It was the decision had been made for me. You remember Seinfeld's old fucking joke? When they strap somebody down to give him lethal injection. You ever notice how the doctor comes up and sterilizes the area of the injection point with a little bit of alcohol? Why?
It's just got to be the ritual, the going through the motions.
Yeah, medical protocol, nothing more, because there's clearly no reason for it.
There was a quote of it was someone who was getting hanged on the gallows, back when we gallowed, and they go like, so help you God, have you any last words? And he went, yeah. Are you sure this thing is safe?
There's a
when I'm mate.
TikToker
You.
There's a TikToker I follow, and all of his stuff is like, I think he calls it gallows humor, and it's like, do you have any last words before we hang? He's like, no, I think I'm just gonna hang around.
Hey. I'll think of something and get back to you later. So he cut out his own eyes. He's it's time to go, isn't it? Right, moving on. Suspected bird trapped in a wall was a stuffed Harry Potter toy. Right, this is fucking brilliant. They could hear tweeting coming from the wall, right? So they ended up taking the fucking thing down. Like, there's a bird trapped in there. Nah, it was just this little fucking toy. Fucking wonderful. What else have we got? Well, this one starts with the word thick. Thick clouds of mosquitoes kill livestock after hurricane. This is fucked. Dude, this is fucked, right? Yeah, because this is not like killing chickens. This is killing cattle and horses. Mate, our mosquitoes will block out the sky. It's so thick in southwest Louisiana since Hurricane Laura that is killing cattle and horses. Farmers in a 5-parish area, east and northeast of the parishes where the storm made its landfall, have lost 300 to 400 cattle to mosquitoes.
Well, new fear unlocked. That's
right. And there's where we get the vampire myth, dude,
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
D to the P throws $5. He says, here, could you hold on to this for a few months until this whole bank thing blows over? I'm diversifying my portfolio in offshore accounts. I've got you back, buddy, but I'm gonna have to take $1 interest. Thank you, dude. Polly, sorry, you were gonna say?
I got no witty comments, no nothing. This is just like Sin said, new nightmare fuel. Biblical plagues of locusts, right? Biblical plagues of mosquitoes. This is not my timeline.
I'll take the locusts.
Yeah,
if you could pick.
Yeah.
This is just further evidence. Like the Fruit Loops thing, I grew up with FRUIT loops as a kid. This is not my timeline. The one with the biblical plagues of mosquitoes. I want out.
Wait, is it not FRUIT?
No, it's double OT. They had to change it because Fruit Loops don't actually have any fruit in them, so they legally had to change it.
It was
actually
FRUIT.
FROOT.
I believe it was at
no,
some point.
I remember FRUIT distinctly. Sin, we come from we've been pushed.
Was, but not is.
No, that's the Mandela effect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, it can't be the Mandela effect if it was and then changed.
No, it never was. It always was FROOT.
It always was it?
LOOP.
You just said they had to change it.
No,
I
Drunken
said
did.
that.
Yeah.
You're shocked
that
that
means
Drunken
it
made shit
was.
up?
Were you just making it up?
I won't make it up. No, the reason it is double O is because legally they can't spell it fruit.
You said they had to change it.
I believe they had to change it. We don't have Fruit Loops over here. I read about it, and I remember wrong, I suppose.
And no one ever makes up anything on Reddit.
Oh, well, no.
No, I didn't say on Reddit. I said I read about it.
Of my speakeasy video because I spelled it FRUIT.
You spelt it correctly, just not for this reality.
Motherfuckers.
Alright, so he said the swarms are so thick that these mosquitoes got nice thighs. The vast number of bites leave horses and cattle anemic and bleeding under the skin. The animals also become exhausted from constantly moving in an attempt to avoid the insects. And they just die.
Oh my.
There's a photo shows a bull's belly blanketed with mosquitoes. You don't want it, do you? You don't fucking want it, mate.
So I was going to ask the question, and then you started saying, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to just let him read and find out the information. Because I'm like, how? And then the answer was more horrifying than I thought it might be. Not only did they actually vampire them, they exhaust. What a horrible death! They're moving around and die of exhaustion. And
yeah,
whatever, the fucking dehydration.
Nice.
I was trying to explain to somebody the value of the double concealed carry for the New York reload, just in case. They didn't get it.
What's the New York reload?
When you are empty of one gun, when you empty one gun and you just drop it and pull another gun.
Or you could John Wick chuck it at him.
I didn't realize it had a name, Polly.
It did. It does.
New York reload.
It's like
I'll
Mexican
write that down
carry.
real quick. I like that.
Yeah.
There's a New York minute, a New York joint. I've never heard of a New York reload.
Yeah, and Mexican carry. There's another one for your vocabulary.
Is it
Carrying
carry
a
or
holster
cartel?
just shoved in your belt line? That's Mexican carry.
All right. That was being extreme risk of blowing your cock off. Well, that's just me. Let's move away from
Akira,
this
thank you
fucking
for the
horror show.
$21 and the demonstration of the young girl understanding the New York reload and its awesomeness. Take this, you blood-sucking bastards!
I think you're going to need an X
statement anyone's ever made by a donation ever.
An
Yeah, that's
XM42.
up there. That's pretty good.
Is what you need for a fucking cloud of mosquitoes right there. You need fire.
Which raises the question, because I was asking. So Ohio concealed carry, right? It changes state to state and sometimes oddly county to county. Can you carry a second firearm with your concealed carry permit, or are you limited to one?
Well, you want two, because you want to do it like the...
I don't think... Well, they did away with concealed carry here this year. They have constitutional carry. The only reason I just keep re-upping my concealed carry is because I have not had the money to do it, but if I go to buy another gun, it makes it significantly simpler. Easier? More simple?
You know, thank you for tripping on that. Simpler is the right word, and it always sounds awkward. It's simpler, easier. I just say more easy, more simple. I don't know why. Anyway, go on.
But yeah, I don't think there's a limit on how many you can carry.
Because seriously, you need the second backup, the Derringer.
You just pull them. If you have the under the shoulder holster, and you're wearing a jacket, a blazer sort of, and then you can pull them. You cross your arms, and then you pull them out at the same time, and that's badass.
There's nothing
if
wrong
I saw
with
somebody
what you just
do
said
that,
at all. Like double gunning it, twin guns, nothing.
Double
wrong
gunning
with
it. Yeah.
I've tried. I've been at the range, and my 92 FS and my Glock 17 9mm, both of them. I've done the akimbo shooting. Dude, I didn't hit shit. It's just luck.
Dude, it is hard as fuck. I have shot
34
two guns at the
rounds
same time
down
too,
range.
and
I think I hit the
tough as
target
hell.
3 times.
I don't think it's about accuracy though, is it? It's about intimidation.
JTR,
But no one's saying you
with the
couldn't be
fucking
good at
info.
it. You should practice.
JTR with the info in the chat. Fruit Loops was originally called Fruit Loops when it was first designed and introduced in 1959.
Oh my god, I was right! Unintentionally!
Yeah, you tried to pull a 2-week soil thing, but it worked.
As Polly said, technically correct is the best kind of correct.
It's like when I pulled out that second knife, and my dad said, "What do you need 2 knives for?" I said, "Well, the first one's on my Leatherman." And he says, "Why? But if you have a knife on your Leatherman, why did you have that second knife?" He didn't like. Well, okay, I was kind of kidding, but he really didn't like the answer. I said, "One's for opening letters, the other one's for opening arteries." He didn't think it was funny.
Why not?
Dual wield in the chat said, "Who's somebody talking about dual wielding?"
There you go, Beetlejuice, baby. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. 28 girls hospitalized with anxiety after playing with the Ouija board. Now, I got this from somewhere else. It didn't say hospitalized with anxiety. It just said hospitalized after playing with Ouija board. I went, what? What the fuck happened here? But no, they just freaked themselves out so fucking
It's
bad.
made by Parker Brothers. Does the game of life also freak you out?
Yeah.
Did you see the Miss Sin is virulently, because I made a joke once that I was going to buy our kids a Ouija board and let them have fun. And she said, "No, that's just not allowed in my house." I said, "What? Why?" And she said, no, you're just not bringing it in the house. Absolutely not. So she's like terrified.
I mean, Sin, I've played Faz with you. I know what you like with a fucking Ouija board. She's right.
Look, it's fair. It's fair.
It's not
I didn't say
fair.
she was wrong.
Because you don't tell anyone before you start fucking with it, do you?
But did you see the video of this guy? He's by the
the fuse box.
Circuit breaker.
Yeah.
And like his sisters are upstairs playing with the Ouija board, and he just starts flipping it on and off, and then on and off, on and off, and you just hear him screaming louder and louder.
I think this might be the same girls, to be honest. Also, look, it is Ouija, not Ouija. It's French and German. It's yes, yes.
Is that true?
It is true.
Well, I don't know. You're wrong with the Fruit Loops thing.
I wasn't, though, was I? Ha
Don't make me fucking fact
Go on.
check you.
Go on, do it. I don't fucking give a shit.
What do the kids on campus say now? I'm not going to enact the emotional labor or some shit.
Christ. Fucking hate students. Right, moving on. Giant blob of seaweed twice the width of the US is taking aim at Florida.
I saw this. I was talking to my mom this morning. She goes, "Did you see the blob?"
The blob.
And of course, you know, I did Amber and Foodie stream last night, and I was like, "I've seen a few of them. Which one are you talking about?" And she goes, "This giant chunk of seaweed just floating around that got like snowballed from a couple of storms."
And it's heading for America.
An invasive species. It's just normal?
It's just clumps of seaweed.
So, like, a blob, a fucking huge blob, an island, twice the width of America. Jesus fucking Christ! There's going to be a movie made about this in 15 years.
Oh my
That's
God!
huge.
Don't give. I just about called him Heinrich Himmler, but that's not his name at all.
Goebbels?
No, he's not a Nazi at all, that I'm aware of anyway. The guy who makes all the disaster movies. He just made Moonfall, he made ID4, he made fucking Day After Tomorrow.
Will Smith.
RoboCop.
Oh, speaking of giant blobs.
They're
Speaking of giant blobs, here's Kamala Harris.
Yeah, there we go.
Or is it Kamala?
Pamela, I believe.
Kamala. You remember when they were going like, oh, if you say Kamala, it's racist? Oh, fucking...
I do, and I remember Tucker Carlson changing his saying of it immediately, just like, I'm not going this way.
No.
But yet continues to call him Don Lemon. Like, Tucker,
Yeah.
you shit posted son of a bitch.
Now,
love
whenever
it.
he brings up Kamala Harris, he goes Kamala, Carmela. Camilla. He just goes down the list.
Camilla.
Thank you, Lisa. Roland Emmerich is who I was trying to think of. Roland Emmerich, Heinrich Himmler. You say I made the mistake.
I thought you were talking about
He
John
makes disaster
Cusack.
films.
Kurt Cameron.
Because he was in 2012?
No, wasn't he in Day After Tomorrow?
No. That was Dennis Quaid.
Tomorrow.
I think I am
underrated
just now
Next
real.
day.
Yeah, he is. But I think I'm just now realizing those are two separate movies.
2012 Day After Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, Day After Tomorrow is the one where climate change comes to get everyone.
Yeah, and they literally run from cold. It's great.
Yeah.
And CGI wolves.
Yeah.
And
Let's move on.
the Hobbit guy dies in the Arctic with a black Scotsman.
Which Hobbit is it?
The guy who played
Been
this...
laughing since I can remember, but they're not gonna laugh anymore.
They're not laughing anymore. They're not.
They're really not.
They're not.
Kara, thank you for the 1075. I think I should be allowed to carry as much as I can carry. Tools are just tools. I agree. Thoroughly.
Look, I am for open carry, as open as you can carry. You want to carry a sword on your back? Go for it.
Yeah.
As much as you can carry. I'm like that with most things, to be honest. Like, what's the legal amount of cannabis? It should be as much as you can carry in one hand. Molly Okami says, chameleon.
And just for the
chameleon.
record,
Fuck, that's
greatest dual
difficult to do.
carrier of all time, the Shadow. 2 1911s.
Yeah.
Second greatest dual carrier of all time, Detective Alonzo Harris from Training Day.
What about,
Two Smith & Wesson 45s.
Mr. Wick? Jonathan Wick?
Did he ever
Wick, not
actually
dual carry?
Like twin carry? I mean, two identical firearms. Yeah, I don't think he ever did.
They got to be identical, have they?
For the point that I'm making here, yes.
Identical twin carry.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Twin carry and shoulder holsters, the finest of all carries.
Freedom. And holsters. Grab that, Polly, and then we'll move on.
Dave Steve M tell you, thank you for the $1. Actually, Camelot isn't the blob. She gets blobs on her face. What? She gets blobs on her face, Drunkle. See, a blob is scary. She's just an idiot. There. Now Drunkle is wrong about something, and you get $1. You're winning, Polly.
The blobs on her face is how she got the job of vice president, isn't it?
I thought she got started.
Yeah, and the guy after law school wasn't exactly thin, so...
Yeah, like, that's the thing about Kamala Harris,
blob.
isn't it? Her knees are always red. Let's move on. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh,
Pet
no,
Zebra.
I was wrong. John Wick did have twin pistols.
There you go. I thought so.
In which one and which pistols?
The first one,
John Wick.
It was a Glock 26 and a 45.
No, that's... Sin, what were we just saying? It had to be... We would have to be 245s and two Glock 26s.
Two Glock 26s and two 45s.
He did it. He doubled twice?
He carried a 90?
Holy shit.
Because I was like the scene in the basement where he's breaking the case open. There's pistols in there. I just don't remember which one. So I went and looked up a photo. And there's two Glock 26s and two, I think, SIG 45s.
You know
God bless the internet.
You know why that doesn't make any sense to me? Like, okay, a SIG 45. Okay, I have a SIG 227 and 45. Fantastic. SIG 45s are fantastic. But Glock 26s, those are the baby Glocks. Those are the subcompact ones.
Yep.
Those are the ones that they give, what's her name? Scarlett Johansson job is Black Widow because they're so small they fit in her hand and they don't make her look like she's holding super giant guns. They look proportioned.
But you can still tell.
Yeah, you totally can. Just the shape of it now, the little micro pistols.
Oh, I was wrong. It's Heckler & Koch PL or P30L.
Thank you for not saying Koch.
I know it's not Koch.
Okay, you and me and about 30 other people, and that's it.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's Heckler & Koch PL30s.
Pet Zebra bites man's arm off, then is shot and killed by
Pit bulls
deputies.
and zebras?
Yeah, is this some new creature that we were unaware of? A xenomorph of some sort?
What?
What the hell's a zebra?
What do you think a fucking zebra is?
You said it differently.
A mispronunciation?
It's not a mispronunciation. They're called zebras over here.
You said zebra.
I didn't say zebra.
You did.
I did.
You did.
You're both wrong. You were both wrong about Fruit Loops. All right.
I asked you what you meant.
And I meant zebra.
Wednesday, we will be going over the history of Fruit Loops nomenclature. That's it.
Yeah, Fruit Loops and speed vapes. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to
Hold
Wednesday.
on, I'm typing that out. That's the title for fucking Wednesday's streamer.
And it starts an hour early. Joy for me. Fucking. But Vivate is correct. It is the animal crime wave. A zebra bites a man's arm off.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck we got one of those in Ohio, but it was just here.
But not
I don't know
anymore.
what just because you can get a plushie of it and they've got interesting looking stripes doesn't mean they're friendly.
Okay, but they're black and white. They're racially ambiguous.
Who shipped it in?
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Grab that, Polly.
All right, I will. Eating ass. Eating ass. Thank you for the $3. That's good. That's good. Okay, got 2/3 of the way through before I realized what you were doing. Eating ass, thank you for the $3. Dallas carry is Daily carry is a Glock 17. a 4-inch work knife, a 3-inch Skinner, a boot knife, 2 large fighting knives, a Leatherman, and a flipper knife. Carrying 3 freedom enhancers isn't overdoing it. I agree. I completely agree. You are a well-heeled man.
I have my G17 and just a little folding DeWalt flat knife.
That was 2 donations playing at the same time. We've also had Drunken making a terrible pun about the eating more Chinese than the Asian section on Pornhub. The news has already gone way over time. I've already gone for a wee. All we're missing right here is a fucking massive donation. And we got AAA bingo, motherfuckers. Just keeping everyone
$9.75 for the Italians.
abreast. What did I just see about a fucking cannibalistic wizard said Z is not Z because it's a zoo, not a Zedu. But it's also not a ZU, is it? You fucking idiot.
And it's not JZ. What's your point?
It is JZ. Over here is JZ.
Dragon Ball Z.
ZZ top. And 37 pence, because it would be 50 cent, but the exchange rate.
You know why none of those are Z? Because they're proper fucking nouns.
They're not nouns, are they? They're letters. And I'm about to write a letter to your parents saying you're wrong. Masked man accidentally tries to rob son at knife point in Scotland. He got the wrong person, Polly.
So the man was masked, but not the son, and he didn't recognize him?
The son was at an ATM, so he didn't recognize the back of his son's head. Because he's not that kind of father, I suppose. His son ended up fucking shopping him to the police anyway, and this guy's going to jail.
I don't blame him.
So he's there at the ATM, and his dad comes over and goes, "Give me all your money." And he goes, "Well, I recognise that." He goes, "Are you serious? Do you know who this is?" And the boy pulled down his father's mask and went, "What are you doing?" To which his father said, "I'm sorry, I'm desperate."
Jesus.
Seriously, what's the name of the little fucking hobbit guy?
You got Merry, Pippin, Samwise, and Frodo.
Frodo.
Elijah Wood.
No, not him. The other one.
Samwise.
No, that was Frodo's gay friend.
They weren't gay. They were just really good friends.
They were definitely gay.
They were not gay.
They confused me, okay? Then the other one.
You were already confused. Donkey Punch threw $5. He said, "Okay, I've been trying to donate the past hour. Something up with Streamlabs. Anyway, hi, Drunkle and all. My neck hurts and ears still ringing, but the best 5 hours ever." Oh, from fucking Steel Panther? They still fucking hurting? Mate, your neck hurting after a fucking heavy metal gig means you did it. You did it right. Thank you, Donkey Punch, for the $5.
Bilbo. What's his name? The actor.
I thought it was just Bilbo.
No. He's the same guy who played the fucking android in
Martin
fucking original
Freeman.
Aliens 1979. Payne, the doctor, turned out to be a fucking synthetic.
Bilbo was played by Martin Freeman.
That's not his name, is it?
Well, no, I mean, that's young Bilbo from The Hobbit.
You son
There you go. Adidas says he was in Sherlock.
Ian
That's Martin
Holm.
Freeman.
Thank you. Thank you, Bookworm Addict. Ian Holm. That's the guy I'm trying to think of. He's the guy who played the doctor and the climatologist in The Day After Tomorrow that was hanging out in frozen Scotland with the Black Scotsman.
The Black Scotsman sounds like the name of a train.
Right, that was just... that movie was red-hot liberal porn. Of course they had a Black Scotsman.
Of course, Scotland famous for its black people, isn't it? A lot of melanin needed over there because of the amount of sun.
He was a huge fan of the football. He was a Manchester United man.
From Scotland?
Is that off?
Just as much as a black man in Scotland is, yeah. Let's move on.
My God.
Bungling burglar left his own birth certificate at crime scene during theft spree.
Not your driver's license, not a blood sample, but your fucking birth certificate.
Your actual fucking birth certificate. You fucking Doesn't he look like me?
Oh, yeah.
He's even got one eye bigger than the other.
Yeah.
That's me. Tolkien enthusiast threw $1 said, "Samwise isn't gay, Polly, you trog. He married
No,
Rosie
he is.
and had a family after the ring was destroyed. All right, you say that his ring was destroyed. You just made him sound gay again. No? Nothing? Okay, fair enough.
No, Jamie Jam. He didn't play Bishop the Android in Alien. That was...
Bishop was someone else.
Yeah, the guy who ended up playing... he was in Alien vs. Predator. Fuck, what's that actor's name? He's fucking awesome.
Two separate people at the same time said Drunkel's dad. Fucking hell.
Well, he's got the one big eye. He looks like a moderate functioning alcoholic, a soccer hooligan type. Yeah.
No, it's just football hooligan over here.
Yeah.
We don't have soccer. Get it right. It's Monday. Everywhere's Britain. Let's move on. Lincolnshire woman jailed for killing and eating pet hamster. It's just one of the... You kind of look at the headline and go, what the fuck?
I mean, eggs are expensive, honey, but Jesus.
Hamsters don't lay eggs. She got 12 months in jail for killing and eating her pet hamster. Which really just brings about, we need to talk about the cost of living crisis in the UK right now when people are eating hamsters. There's no meat on the hamsters, Sin.
No, but it's like a woodcock. You cook the whole thing and eat it whole. And thank you. Nobody you know. See, he gets me. Lance Henriksen. Thank you. Really underrated actor. That's who played Bishop in Aliens and AVP and a bunch of other roles that he's not respected for. His name's Lance.
I mean, Lance is a strong name.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know, back in Arthurian times, people were called Lance a lot.
Motherfucker.
I'm literally here all week. Now, this kid has swallowed...
I don't want to be strong, like man who look pretty. I want to be strong, like bitch that fight bears in the forest.
Some bitches need to fight bears in forest. Holy shit, Scarlett Johansson has tiny hands. That Glock is bigger than my P938 compared to me holding the 1911. Her hand-to-gun ratio doesn't match. She's a little itty-bitty woman.
Scarlett Small-Hansen. This kid swallowed the squeaker from a dog toy. Check it out.
Thank you,
I have
Blaine.
to video you. I haven't done it. Please say hi.
Hi.
Are you gonna laugh? You gonna make some pen noise?
I already taped it on my phone.
But I didn't tape it. You're gonna tell
That kid's suffering. Looks like he's about to cry. Jesus. Oh no. Oh God. Holy shit.
Not gay Pippin threw $1. He said, anyone up for a rollicking round of footsie? I would say sign me up, but I ain't got any feet. Thank you, Not Gay Pippin. This is real quick. Just one more time.
You're gonna say hi to Boy Scout.
Hi.
Look at the doctor behind him. Oh, I'm crying. I'm fucking crying. Oh, I've been meaning to show that one for so long. Alright, let's get into some racial news. Black lecturer sued Bristol University for race discrimination because the nameplate on her door didn't have her doctor title on it. Loses the claim. Take that, you bitch. They just forgot to put doctor on the fucking nameplate. They're like, well, you did it because I'm black. And they went, shut up. And then so she took it to court and the judge went, shut up, as it properly should be done. Well,
I like when these people get told to shut the fuck up.
It's good, isn't it? Like, stop making fucking everything about race, you know? People don't like you because you're black. They don't like you because you're a fucking cunt. Let's move on. Ford. Oh, you want some compo face? Ford girl faces 30-mile walk to and from St Andrew's School, Worthing. Look at that compo face.
Wow.
That is some fucking S-tier shit right there. What's that painting? American Gothic.
Yeah, right? The old farmer couple? Yeah. Someone needs a pitchfork.
Fucking brilliant compo face. Let's go over to YouTube's. Man, it's some more compo face. Man says sudden closure of gay sauna has affected his mental health. Look at this compo face. Stand outside the sauna looking miserable. Ah, my butthole's tightened up. It's a gay sauna, as we formerly know it. A fucking brothel, Polly. Matt says his mental health... There you go. His mental health has taken a hit following the closure of a gay sauna and spa. James Horn was a regular customer at Pink Broadway, which he often visited to relax and chill after a working day. But then it shut down because I guess the guy who wipes down all the loads got fired. Some decent fucking compo face right there. Oh no, I can feel my own farts again. Let's get into some science news. Boom! Japanese astronomer catches meteorite smashing into the moon. You want to see this shit, Polly? Are you ready for this?
Fuck yes, I do.
Pretty fucking epic. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Do you have any lower quality video?
It's the moon. What do you see that? You missed it.
I did.
What?
Where? Oh, shit, there's an arrow.
What?
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Look, it looks shit, but the moon is pretty big. That's a pretty fucking sizable explosion. Honestly. What?
Look, so Luna's still getting smacked, huh?
No, the moon.
A moon. The Luna.
Yeah.
That is the moon, not the Luna. Oh, Christ. You've actually made it worse. More space news. Valentine's Day asteroid. Finally, some good news. NASA says asteroid as wide as a football field could hit Earth in 2046. On Valentine's Day as well. So they've actually narrowed it down. They go, we know the day it might hit. But is it going to hit or not? Well, we don't know. Well, then how do you know the day? So, you know, don't make any plans that day, guys. I'm banking on this shit fucking happening, to be honest.
What was it, 2046?
2046. Mark it in your calendar. Valentine's. The
I'm
time of Valen. Darren O'Dell with Meteors on the Moon. That's not all we got space-wise, though, Polly. We've also got NASA fixes solar observation spacecraft by turning it off and turning it on again. So
Dude, I am not joking when I say that fixes 90% of issues.
It fucking and NASA agrees with you.
Like, give it the heel of your palm smack. Just like, come on. That's the
no, that's the remaining 8%. 2% is actual physical problems. 90% turning it off, turning it back on. 8% hitting and motherfucking it, and the last 2% you just replace it.
Shout at it, speak nicely to it. The boss is going, did you turn it off, turn it back on again? Yeah, I did, yeah. All right, take out the batteries, rub them in between your hands and put them back in. Oh my God, it worked. And on to our titular article. This particular edition of the AAA meeting is brought to you by the tagline, what did they, them think would happen? Because resumes with they, them pronouns get less interest from employers.
Who
would have thunk it?
Unemployed.
Who would have thunk? Because what do they, them pronouns on your fucking resume tell you? That this person is going to be insufferable to work with.
Not only that, but it tells you that this is their personality. No one gives a shit if you're they, them pronouns. Do it up. They give a shit when you're like, excuse me.
Yeah. And it's when, you know, you get together with your colleagues afterwards and go like, well, you know, I think this person, this Jonathan, he was quite good. He's got a lot of experience. And Shaniqua, yeah, she's got a lot of experience in the sector. And going over to fucking what's the fucking non-binary name? Jared. He's got a lot of experience. Excuse me, it's they. All right, you're fucking fired for a start. What I hate about this is trying to control how people talk about you. And we would love to control how people talk about us. We would love it if people only said positive things about us. But that is the one thing we don't have any control over. Well, one of many things, but nor should we. People are different to our face than how they are behind our back. Fucking saying you have to refer to me. When I'm having a conversation with you, Polly, I refer to you as you. I don't say he or she or they. I say you. So this is just trying to control how people talk about you. And I love arguing online on fucking Reddit mainly. Because I troll the fuck out of these people. And someone just went, no, it's how language evolves. I said, no, evolution is natural. This is forced. And I thought that was a good point. You may now consider yourself amused. Excuse me. Oh, right.
I feel more informed.
Do you feel amused? Because there was news. There was definitely news. I was there.
There was a lot of fun in it, but that spaceship brought it through at the end. That was good stuff.
Yeah, and the the potential to lose your arm to a zebra. Should we have a game? Wow. Really? Jesus Christ. Right, we're having a fucking game because I have not done a game in weeks now. And as we all know, my games are the best games, so we're going to play one of the best games. We're going to play a little game called Wild Beef. Wow. Okay, it is the...
I remember the name of the game, I don't.
Well, let me tell you, the internet,
if
Polly...
you could patiently indulge me in... Yeah, tell me.
The internet is full of dumbasses who forget certain words sometimes, so they will use other words in their place. For instance, someone, somehow, forgot the word cow, and so instead said wild beef, which is actually something I've unironically been doing. Man. I'm sorry?
Creepy doll-eyed man.
No, it's just an accurate description. It's similar but different.
Similar. I've actually been unironically saying wild beef, in my common parlance. Back to the conversation at the beginning right there. It's a full circle. It's been a good show. Gentlemen, I give you the wild beef, and you give me the actual word. Here we go. And your first is sweet vegetables.
Candied yams?
Candied yams?
It's not candied yams. Let's keep an eye on the chat as well. No, it's sweet vegetables.
Fruit?
Sinatra says!
Sinatra fruit?
This is your liberty. This is your liberty. They mugged us off, ain't they? We've been mugged off by the Klingons.
These mugs. They've mugged us right off. You going to have that, Jim?
Hakira again!
Shut it, M8. I've worked 3 years without a vacation and this cunt is complaining cause he can't go to the sauna.
Ah, no, Hakira, you're half right. He's complaining because he can't go to a gay sauna. It's more oppressive that way, you see. Because he can't spooge in some other human being while under the guise of relaxing and chilling out. But thank you for the 1966. Go get yourself a holiday, dude. Fuck, you deserve it, brother. It is indeed fruit. Point to Sinatra says. Very good.
Nice.
All right, number 2. Stairs that are also alive.
Escalator.
Escalator.
Polydub with escalator right there. Sinatra thinks he said it first because he can hear himself. Number 3.
I don't believe that it's in real time. I think he's somehow created a time machine. He's hearing what he's saying before he says it.
And he's still not doing it on time. Horse tornado.
Cow fart?
Cow fart?
Ponytail?
Not a ponytail. I see where you're coming from. No, not ponytail.
Tornado. Dust cloud?
Not dust cloud. Eric Grind started with stampede. It is not stampede. A lot of people saying stampede. Various spellings. We've got rodeo from Joshua and cartographer. It is not
Frankie
rodeo.
Geller has the best spelling.
It's just stamped, but with an extra E. But it is Felder who's got it correct there. 1 point to the chat. It is a merry-go-round or carousel. A horse tornado.
Okay.
Point to the chat. All right, here we go. Number 4. Summer snow.
Rain?
No, it's not rain.
Hail?
Sleet?
Not hail or sleet. Eric with
Fog?
pollen. Good answer. Not pollen. Not fog. Fake Gamer Cat with merry-go-round. Catch up, dickhead. Corbin
Humidity?
Thomas. Not humidity. Corbin Thomas for $3. Wild beef sounds like an insult you describe a girl in her 20s who sleeps around too much. Oof. And it's the chat once again. Big Dro coming in. It's sand.
What?
Because
Yeah,
it's on the
what
ground.
the fuck?
Like, snow goes on the ground.
No.
Gravity
Bullshit.
being a thing. Hey, I don't make the wild beef. I just collate
I mean, you
it.
literally do.
I don't make. No, I collate it. I collect the wild beef. I'm a beef collector. Also, that's a name for a man slut.
Bullshit.
A beef collector. Number 5, Bunny Thanksgiving.
Easter.
Sinatra says with Easter. Very good. Number 6, nose flavor.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not cocaine. Polyed up with smell. Do you know, I never considered cocaine.
But both of us did at the same time.
Fantastic. Number 7, water pig.
Ow, damn it. What the hell is a seashell's called? Manatee.
Polydub hippopotamus.
Sweet.
Polly in the lead. Number 8.
That's another creature that just because you got a plushie of it doesn't mean they're friendly. Zebras
No, they're
and hippos, man.
dicks.
Be careful.
Dude, they will fuck it. I mean, they're vegetarians, but they will fuck you up, man.
Yeah, man. You ever seen them squared off teeth they have? That'll rip you to shreds.
Dude,
I
I've
learned
seen
something
one just
interesting
eat
about
a
your
melon.
people.
A watermelon.
Yeah,
just
that's bad.
Woohoo.
I learned something interesting about your people yesterday, Polly. The that sea otters will kidnap the babies of other otters until they give them food.
Hostage situation here.
They're like Latin gangsters? Like, what
Yeah.
Jesus. Holy shit.
Christ. Number 8. Oh, Sinatra, can you give me a burp?
No.
Number 8. All right. Poo aphrodisiac.
Enema?
Nope.
Coffee?
Nope.
Cigarettes? I'm just
What?
thinking of the things that make me poop. Taco Bell. Wendy's.
Laxatives and Taco Bell.
Polydub! Fucking Taco Bell. A gay sauna.
That's an aphrodisiac, really? When was the
Poo
last time somebody
aphrodisiac?
had an erotic time? I'm not finishing that sentence.
Yeah, best
Yeah,
not
just
to.
Leave it go.
Number 9. Foot spatula.
Handle?
Nope.
Flip flop.
Nope.
Oh, the things that scuba dudes wear, the flipper.
Flipper.
Nope.
God damn it.
And that would be the best thing ever. The giant, long, flat
It
things
would,
that go
it
on
would
your
be,
feet.
but look, hey, I don't make the wild beef. It is Gen Z in the chat has got it with shoehorn.
Oh.
Yeah.
And number 10, pirate mask.
Eye patch?
Polydub with eye patch right there.
Ha.
It's some good work. We've already got the scores. The independent adjudicators didn't take their time with that one. But just for shits and giggles, here's the fucking tiebreaker. It's transportation juice.
Yes.
Gasoline! Sinatra says, I'm giving you the point just because you made me giggle with Taco Bell. Things that make you poop. That is our game of wild beef. The independent adjudicators are in. It is the chat tying with Sinatra says with 3 points. But this week's Smarty Pants with 5 points is Peter the Dub. It's Polydub.
Woo!
Ah, right. Should we have some
And then
questions?
Anthony
before we-
Monahan in there with laxative. Like, oh my God, how far behind are you?
There's a couple of people still saying carousel, I think. A couple of people just going.
But this is ridiculous.
A couple of people just going, that shit. Yeah, I get it. But I don't collect the wild beef. No, I don't make the wild beef. I collect the wild beef. Do you have a couple of questions before we get out of here, gents?
Sure.
Let's do it. People in the chat, if you've got any questions for myself, Polydub or Sinatra says, whack them in the chat and we'll answer. Well, I just said it. Answer a couple before we get out of this. Sinatra, you got anything for us?
I do. I have videos coming out on the Sin and Sash channel, some stream highlights when I get back to the house, because I started uploading them there and I did not finish.
Fair enough. And Polydub.
I have a black screen available for you on my channel. It says video has been privated and banned in many locations.
Now, is it a black screen or is it very, very, very dark red?
Don't tempt me to come out with version 2.
Oh, please do. That shit changed my life.
It was an artistic experience for me as well. Few understood it, but those that did, they were enhanced.
I mean, I didn't understand it, but it made me understand myself.
I don't read the script. The script reads me.
I am the character. Molly Okami says, do you recognise the bodies in the water? I do not recognise the bodies in the water. Cannibalistic Wizard says, do you recognise the zebras in the water? I do not recognise the zebras in the water. And Fake Gamer Cat says sand. Well, that's it then, guys. This show is a catch up, Fake Gamer Cat. Christ. This show is over, but if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go fucking around with a Ouija board just yet. We're going to be back on Wednesday on the Polydub channel at 9:30pm GMT, 5:30pm EST, and 4:30 Central, and 5:30am on Christmas Island, with news, games, and banter that will make you literally die. I'm heading over to twitch.tv/drunkleplays for some epic gameage. While you're there, be sure to check out Sinatra_says and Polly_dub. But if it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the generous donations. Akira, looking at you, buddy. And don't put your pronouns on your resume.
Or you.
Just whore.
But they're not gonna laugh anymore.
Get it, Polly.
Kara, thank you for the 1075. Water terrorist.
Fair.
Okay.
Kidnapping the other.
Oh, sea otter, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It did a wild beef. I wonder what the fuck was going on then, because I was just like, that is not my outro music. What is going on?
But it could be.